Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gators. Bravo!
On first down, Forbes eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
53's a mark. 53. Check 53. You ain't going nowhere. Check. 53's mark. Check. 55.
Operating from the gun. Forbes. Going deep here for Taylor. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Number 53. Mike 53. So don't say nothing.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's got a first down past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
Off the play fake. Barry. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Hey, Alpha. Mike 50. You remember me?
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. Well, now Lindsay lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, and maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
On second down, here's Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? 60 or. Here we go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Got it.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm coming. Go. 5.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight. Hey, seam 6. Hey, check. 3 down.
Throwing on third and long. Barry. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forbes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. And he rifles one incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 3rd and 2, Forbes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready?
Now Hunt. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down, Barry. And he will find his man on the outside. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Nick Nelson, who played his college ball at Wisconsin, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Barry. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw. Barry. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the gun, Barry. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Forbes. Open man is Ross, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Forbes. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
5. 53, check. Rest down.
From the gun, Forbes. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, foxtrot. Ready.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike's 50.
2nd and 13. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Single. Watch out. Go. Hey, check. Mike 50. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Barry under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Forbes. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Charlie.
Check.
On 1st and 10, Forbes escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Forbes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun, Forbes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down. If this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end.
Hey, orbit.
We got 4.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 15. Let him know.
Looking to throw. Barry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, exit.
Watch the slant. Hey, Mike 50.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
X3, 218, chopper.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run. They're running it. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Let go.
From the gun, Barry. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Barry. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
53. Mike, 53.
Nixon with a 1st down carry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It's our time. Check 50. Check 50. Sponge. 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 No.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
53. Mike. Oh, you get on the head.
5.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Snap.
To throw on 2nd down. Forbes. He finds his running back, Mixon. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
But I get it.
Looking to throw. Forbes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
53, Mike.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Forbes. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
On the set.
53, check 53. Here we go.
Clear.
first down. Forbes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run again with Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready?
50. Mike 50. I'm coming.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 50.
Mike 5.
Operating from the gun, Barron. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Cowboys take over
Let's go,
first
boys.
and
Let's
10
go.
at the 46-yard line.
Set. 10 logo.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Right on.
Throwing on first down. Forbes. Campbell making the catch. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Nice job.
Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ready, break.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to launch he rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Ready.
53. Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Ready, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, Barry, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. On 3rd and 2, Barry, open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
60 out now.
1st and 10 at the 11.
On first down, Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
60 or.
This is Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Now pick your game up.
Throwing on third and long. Barry. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 2, just like we saw on first and second down as well. Deuce is wild. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Topper! Show it up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the pass.
Shoot.
On fourth down, Barry. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
53, Mike 53. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Let's go, baby.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.